As a prelude to what I'm about to say when it comes to Kevin Garnett and what he said about the players now, I guess he was on his All the Small Ticket in the Truth Show. And Paul Pierce asked Kevin Garnett if Giannis Antetokounmpo was the best player in the Eastern Conference. And Garnett couldn't say yes. You can't say that with Embiid over there, Garnett said. You can't say that with Jason Tatum. Alright, this is where KG probably flies off the ropes. Let me do this right quick. So let's say this. Let's say Giannis decided, I'm not going to play for Greece, right? I'm going to play for, get a U.S. citizenship and play for the USA. Who do you think is going to be starting? Who do you think is going to get more time? Is it going to be Joel Embiid and Jason Tatum, or is it going to be Giannis? Hmm. Hmm. Anyways, Pierce fired back and suggested Antetokounmpo is arguably the best player in the East right now, but Garnett stuck to his take, saying he wouldn't argue that. Well, at least he ain't gonna argue back. It's his opinion. But I'm just saying, if you put Giannis on the Team USA with them two still being on there, somebody ain't getting time. And that'd probably be Tatum. Because he ain't getting no time without him being on there. When he acknowledged injuries played a part, Garnett cited Antetokounmpo's first round playoff exits the last two seasons as a primary season why. You know what? I do agree with him with that. I don't think it's all on him, of course, because it's a team, remember? But anyways, it's not all on him. The last year, first round exit, he didn't play, which he should have played, but we ain't gonna get into that. Keep going down. And the last two first round exits, he's been injured too, weirdly. Pierce agreed with Garnett and Tatum being better than Antetokounmpo right now. I don't believe so. He just got a championship. That's all. And the funny thing about it is, it's not Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. Right after Giannis won his championship, they was already trying to put Jason Tatum, leapfrog Jason Tatum over him. Uh, However, Paul Pierce said he'll choose Antetokounmpo over Embiid. We know why. It's close, Pierce admitted, but Giannis, just his presence is crazy on both ends. A little recency bias might be plaguing Garnett, while Tatum had an incredible 23-24 leading the NBA champion Celtics in points and rebounds per game, 26.9 and 8, respectively. And Antetokounmpo had an equally dominant season for Milwaukee, but it was just shadowed with coach changes and trying to get acclimated with Dame Lillard. But no excuses. Greek Freak averaged a double-double, finished the season with 30 points and 11 rebounds per game. If not for a late season calf injury, it would have been Milwaukee challenging Boston for the Eastern Conference title instead of Indiana. And people forget about that. All these injuries that happen. Giannis also has accolades to back himself up. Yeah, we don't know. He's two-time NBA champion. I wish he was a two-time NBA champion. Two-time MVP. And also winning the Defensive Player of the Award. Something that Tatum has not done. I don't think he's ever going to do that. When the Bucks won, yeah. Got that. So, that was pretty much the end of the article. But Giannis, I will say this, though. Yeah, you had a good season, 30 and 11. He averaged a double-double, right? But as a team, and being the leader of this team, and lead this team back to the promised land, that's something, a new journey he's going to have to start this year. Something he's going to have to accomplish. He's going to have to prove all these guys wrong. Once again, as far as him being in the, when it comes to all-time NBA history, if he wins, let's say he wins the second ring, either this year or next year, or any time before he retires, wherever that put him, I don't know. I don't know where that put him because I ain't saying he's Hakeem, but his stats are somewhat close to Hakeem's awards and all that stuff. So I don't know. We have to still see. turning 30 in December. Still got a long way to go before that's even determined. But yeah, he's gonna have to prove something. I know from this point of view, him just winning the NBA championship and getting the gold medal. Yeah, Tatum may seem like he's the best player, but I don't know about Embiid. But I think Giannis is pretty much for the last couple of seasons has overshadowed those two, and is becoming the best player in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, two exit losses, of course, but Tatum has been lucky that his teammates haven't been injured. Joel Embiid, I can't put Joel Embiid. You choke too much. Joel Embiid hasn't even made it to the promised land. Hasn't even sniffed the conference finals. So I agree with Paul Pierce when it comes to that. Embiid's been in the league just as long as Giannis, and you haven't even made it to the conference finals. At least Giannis been there and got to the finals. At least Jason Tatum has been to plenty of Eastern Conference finals. He got to the finals, NBA finals twice, and won one. So Giannis has a lot to prove. Dame has a lot to prove. I said this in a video a couple of days ago. We shall see. And it starts October 22nd against Joel Embiid and Paul Pierce. Not Paul Pierce. Paul George. So we're going to see. And of course, the French Ben Wallace.